Hi guys, this is a message that I got while doing a Trump reading that I chucked earlier. I laid it on the 3rd of March, but things were starting to happen in real time, and it was taking me a long time to go through all the cards. These is just some of the cards that it got overwhelming, and I was feeling like, what's the point? Stuff is happening, and I'm going to be too late to get it up. So, but I still wanted to give you this message because I feel like it's a really strong one. Please make sure to hit the like button, comment, subscribe to my channel. If you'd like a personal reading, my information will be in the description box below. Forgot to say that. So let's go ahead and get started. I've got a lot to get through. This is going to be a long reading, and so get your coffee and get your juice. Let's get started. So let's just this first message is a theme for the last reading that I'm not going to do. I got two men quarreling here. Upright, it's a quarrel of two upright men who, both believe in what they believe in, but they're clashing. Here, it's two men fighting for stupid reasons. They're petty men. They're small men. It's a cockfight. Basically, my cock is bigger than your cock. It's more powerful. It can do more damage. The Tower card here. The Tower can represent an erect penis, but we're not doing a sex reading today. We're doing a political reading. It can also represent a nuclear warhead. It can represent a disaster, a war, an attack, a bomb, a firing. It can represent exodus, feeling trapped. And you got to get out. And I actually hear that in this card. I hear that. See, he's pointing. Boom. It's hit. She's running out. Get out. And this person is looking back. They're still in there. Let's get them out. And I feel like that energy is being said by a lot of people. We got to get them out. We got to get them out. And I feel like this particular tower in this deck, the 12 Chairs Tarot, looks like the White House. Looks like the White House of Doom. And everybody is trying to get out because shit has hit the fan. Now back to our little, my cock is bigger than your cock. This is someone who's daring. What are you going to do about it? So I feel like this is going to represent Putin, Trump, Russia, the world, wealth, the collective, the mass collective in our world and outside of our world, okay? This is someone who has so much. They have so much. It's wasteful. And they're very powerful. And they can brag. This can be someone who brags. And someone is bragging about how big their cock is, how big their weapon is of mass destruction. And that's Putin. And this card can stand for a bad reaction, someone who is not moderating their emotions. They're having a bad reaction. This card also stands to me for right now, symbolically, because of the red and the blue, the fight between America and Russia. There's an attack. There's an attack. It's talking about the Democrats and the Republicans. It's talking about Mueller in the Russia investigation. It's Trump and Mueller. I'm sorry, Trump and Mueller, and it's Trump and Putin. Okay? So it's talking about so much, and it means a bad reaction. It also means double cross when it's reversed. And so it's standing for treason for me today. So, someone is bragging that they have all this power, this mass weapons, of tons of it, of mass destruction. And it's a reaction to Mueller's attack against Russia, his indictments. We've got the Judgment card, stands for indictments. Judgment stands for a big decision, it could be a big legal decision, a godly decision, but it renders you punishment, and it renders you forgiveness. It's like, you know, a verdict. And so this is also a card of indictment. So because of Mueller's indictment against Russia, this is Putin's response. And his response is a dare. It's a dare to everyone, to Trump, to the mass collective, to the world. What are you going to do about it? Trump ain't doing nothing about it. Putin is saying, I can burn you to rubble. And this is his response to the indictment of him meddling in our elections. And he's basically saying to the world very subtly, this is a very subtle yet powerful message that I want to share with you, because I feel it's coming from beyond our world, okay? And it's also the power of Putin's mass mind control. And that is that I own you, Trump, and I own you, America, and I own you, world. I brought him up. I pulled him up. I'm the puppet master. And I'm going to bring it all crashing down. What are you going to do about it? So it's a dare. It's a brag. It's a bluff. It's a dare. It's a brag. It's a bluff. And Trump isn't doing anything. Instead, Trump's response, his stupid little man response, is to pick a fight with the smelting industry. Why? So that it could disrupt, cause massive chaos with the world wealth. And it all just serves to distract and to further deeply implant the subtle subliminal message Putin is sending to us. I own you. I have conquered Rome, and I will rebuild it according to my vision. And what I felt was also playing out right now in the real time that discouraged me from doing the reading, besides that message, which is a pretty harsh one, is that there could be indictments coming. Actually, a huge indictment coming. A huge indictment coming. And we got to get them out. We got to get them out. And I feel like Trump is saying that. And I feel like Mueller is saying that. And I feel like the mass collective is saying that. We got to get them out. And I also feel like this ended up being the Sam Nunberg story as well. This stupid, bad reaction to his indictment. Because it was going to be too much paperwork? Huh? And everybody's just watching, stunned. And what it is really is it's some kind of direction to the White House. He was sending some kind of direction. He was telling them something. He was trying to give them a warning that the big indictment is coming. He's warning Trump and everybody. The big indictment is coming. That was what he was doing. Right? I wanted to share that message with you. I think it's important. There's going to be a lot of discussions as a result. A lot of discussions as a result of these indictments. A lot of wise men talking about what to do about not only Putin, but what to do about Trump, what to do about his family. We got to get him out. We got to get him out. But I feel like there's going to be a big indictment. And I think the indictment, guys, I think the indictment is going to be against Trump or against his family for treason, for conspiracy with the enemy. And we're all going to be watching this go down in real time. We're all going to be watching this go down in real time. And it's a bluff, right? It's a bluff. But at the same time, it's a very terrible power. So we should believe him. We should believe him. Because this tower, this attack that we're all watching can render life, bring life to its end and raise it back up. You know what I'm saying? It's the power of God. It's atomic power, subatomic power. And I think that's why I got nervous too, is because it's being called out here. And so I hope that there's not any kind of display or show of power or war as an angry, bad reaction to a serious indictment of treason. I don't know. I don't know what this president will do. There may also be some sort of Middle East, something going on in the Middle East as well between now and the end of April. And I just wish the tower weren't here, because I'm very concerned, you know. But anyway, that's that part of the reading. I gave it to you. We'll see how that unfolds. So let's get started with the rest of the reading. See, I have all these cards here. Alright, put it on pause for a minute. Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Soulight Hypnotherapy. My name is Kirsten and I have a Trump reading for you guys. It's kind of messy. I don't have enough space and I just want to get this reading out. It's kind of a crazy reading. I don't know if I can really put my stamp on it and say this is going to come true or not. But this is a reading that I have worked hard on, and so I'm going to go ahead and deliver it to you. The time frame is between now and the end of April. However, you know, it could play out over that period of time. So hit the like button, leave your comments, and if you'd like a personal reading, my information will be in the description box below. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to just try and point to the cards. I love to have the cards tell a story, but I'm not sure if you'll be able to see them all. But we'll do the best that we can, okay? So we start off here with Desgracias, card of tragedy, card of critical events. The shit hits the fan. Grave mistakes are made. There's explosions, there's eruptions. Look, there's a tower. The tower is on fire. Someone could be getting fired. There could be, you know, a bomb dropping. You know, this is a pretty, it's a dangerous card. It's dangerous energy. It can also refer to a Secret Service agent, by the way, since we're talking politics. One of its meanings is Secret Service agent. And it can also refer to tax problems. And what else? Just trying to give you a background of a card. I clarified this card with what it would mean with the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles talks about wealth, a lot of money. Here we've got 5 powerful men with a lot of money. And they're in the dark. And they're hiding something. And they're doing something shady. So shady deals, shady transactions taking place here. five men here in the card that might be important. And I just kind of like intuitively feel Russian oligarchs is being represented here. And also men with blood ties, like mob stuff. Men with blood ties as well, like family activities, family transactions, money transactions. And it's there's a lot of turbulence and danger around this. Something is about to bust, something is about to blow up in someone's face. What was thought of as secure and stable is about to blow up in your face. And like I said, this also refers to a secret agent, so there could be a secret agent, a secret Russian agent has something to do with this. So I further clarified, and I got the dark-haired man. The dark-haired man, when I read what he means a beloved son, a colleague, someone who's loyal, and who's interested in someone who may be of romantic interest. So there's some sort of, opposite sex interest here going on. So just reading these cards together, I feel like there's this young dark-haired man, and I feel like this is Don Jr., but it could be someone else. I feel it's Don Jr., and I feel like we're referring to the tower meetings, the shady meetings in the Trump Tower, and it's about to blow up in his face. And he was meeting with an agent, secret agents, and I believe that agent is the next card over. The woman in red here, that Russian lawyer, I forget her name, or I don't know how to pronounce her name, so I'm going to try. She's represented by Lamika, and she's offering the Ace of Cups reversed, and it's concluded or resulting in the Three of Clubs reversed, which is Hope reversed. Ah, Hope reversed. Interesting. I didn't see that before. I didn't see the name of the card was named Hope. Hope Hicks. Interesting. Anyway, this woman, in reference to this meeting, she invited him in. She invited him, she ployed him with a big cup of tea to spill. Some big juicy gossip, some big juicy evidence. We've got paper here. Paper in a tarot card means evidence to me. Could mean written communication. It could be emails as well, right? Could be talking about the whole Hillary Trump email stuff. This could be talking about other stuff. We just know that it's gossipy and it's huge. So, so she could be blackmailing with this, or she's offering this. Anyway, this woman, she's enticing the meeting. She's inviting someone to a meeting. This is someone who you work with on a project. It's not necessarily, I'm just telling you what this card means, not necessarily someone that you know, but you feel very comfortable with this person. This person makes you feel safe and comfortable. And I believe that this is the agent, a Russian agent, based on her red frock. She has dark hair. And she's in a familiar place. Right? Familiar place is the Trump Tower. Familiar to dark-haired man. So she invited him to meet in a familiar place, to spill the tea, spill some juicy gossip. She gave advice and counsel to him, and perhaps 5 other colleagues who were there, who were present. They were all working as a team. They had a common agenda. They had a common agenda. and they shared a common interest. Both parties were very pleased to set the meeting. She had big information. She promised big information to spill big tea. She invited him to receive it. But there was unrequited love, right? There's this interest here between these two, but it's unrequited love, meaning he was disappointed. He didn't feel the same. He didn't get what he wanted. But she did advise him. She did advise him. I wonder if Hope Hicks was there too. She did advise him, this Russian woman. But there was disappointment in the meeting with this card here. And it was just so she could get to know him. She wanted to feel him out. She wanted to get his trust, gain his trust. And she did. And she also advised him and maybe even connected him. She shared some secrets with him. She did. And she connected him. She connected them. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out how I want to put the cards down. I'm going to put this down first. Did I tell you to get a glass of coffee or a cup of coffee or a glass of juice? This is going to be a long reading. And who knows if it will even come true. But anyway, so there's that part. Now, let's get to the next part. We got the priest card, we got the Two of Swords, and we got the waiting card. And the priest card stands for the law, and I feel like it's standing for Mueller, and I feel like in this card he points to something and he shields and protects something here. He protects what's over here, and he points to what's over there as what this is the problem. So he's looking at this meeting here. He's looking at the Russian agent, and he's looking at these emails, and he's looking at what was shared in this meeting. Okay? And he's looking at a time in the winter season. He's looking back on a period of time, maybe that in the winter season. And this card not only stands for Mueller, but also stands for grand jury, stands for legal system, stands for legal action that's about to take place. And I feel like it could be Mueller's about to take some sort of legal action in regards to this meeting, maybe in regards to Don Jr. Okay? Maybe in regards to Trump, somehow. Or Hope, or the Russian oligarchs. All of this is in the past position, could have already happened. And the cards like to chat. So, but I feel like that Mueller is about to take legal action in regards to this meeting, and release a big indictment. And I feel like the indictment could be released around the 20th of March, give or take a few days. And this will be divine justice. The shit's about to hit the fan. And, you know, if you don't want to do the time, don't do the crime. Because the shit's about to hit the fan. And I feel like with these cards next to it, that there's 3 witnesses or 3 supporters who can support support this indictment, right? And that this meeting took place, the nature of it and its purpose, and maybe even what was said. I feel like these people have already flipped. They're shielded, they're protected, and maybe the ones that we know already, and maybe 3 that we don't know about. But he has to make an example of someone. So one in particular out of these 3, or out of Don Jr. Mueller has to make an example of someone. Could be both. Could be someone I don't even know about. But this person who was loyal has now flipped. They've flipped out. This is flipped in legally, and this is a flip mentally. This could be Nuremberg, Sam Nuremberg. And Mueller has to make an example of him. Also has to make an example of Trump Jr. But back to the priest. This is someone who works for the law. They work on the side of the light, and they're trying to protect us and shield us, right? And he's making a decision. It's a powerful decision. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to figure out. I feel like several things are being done subtly here. I feel like there's someone's turning a screw on someone. Someone is trying to prevent something from happening. And then someone is just doing something to make them like a little bit of a torture tactic. So I just get that vibe off this card. But I feel like Mueller's going to be making a decision on how to make an example of someone. And he may be weighing up 2 stories. And he may be considering if someone is telling him a lie or not. Or he's waiting. He's waiting for the right time. He may be waiting for the right time. That might be what the 2 of Swords means, because this means waiting. And she's basically a pedophile, a cougar. But I wouldn't say a cougar, because this is like a little kid here. She's waiting for him to come and hopefully grow up. But okay, anyway, just describing the symbolism of a card. So he's waiting, and he's waiting so he can like unleash his plan, unleash some something that's going to do some harm. Okay, so with the lunatics, this talks about confusion, which also refers to the 2 of Swords, confusion and uncertainty about how to proceed, which is a shared energy between Mueller and someone who's flipped is their energy that they share. There's confusion and uncertainty about how to proceed. Someone has gone temporarily mad. They've lost their mind. They've gone crazy. They're using poor judgment. A calculated action turns out to be a mistake. This could be a rebellious son, or someone who's rebelling against authority, the law here. And this rebellion is going to cost them dearly. It could bring a prison sentence and arrest. This very much can be about to happen. There could be someone getting read their rights very soon, because they're going to be made an example of. Alright, this is someone getting legal advice to, stop being insane. and listen to me. And then there's someone who's upright, being more upright now, and wanting a second chance, and willing to take an offer. But it may be too late. Maybe too late. This person was psychologically tormented, and with the card underneath them, sorry this is so disjointed, guys, it's so much easier when don't have to have it on a camera. This person was psychologically tormented, and I feel like they're losing everything, including the money, all their money. I feel like they're going broke, and that's why they're kind of acting crazy. And they also feel like what they're going to say is going to hurt someone. And I feel like this is Roger Stone here. I think they feel like they're headed towards a trap if they give testimony. See how he's headed towards this pedophile here, the trap? What she's going to do to him. So this person has gone crazy because they feel like someone is headed towards a trap, or maybe they're headed towards a trap of perjury, and that the skeletons in their closet will come out. So it was like a warning as well. This is a calculated move. It's going to backfire. It's a calculated move that will backfire. So it was actually designed. See, I was like why did it pull this card out for the offer? This is you draw and you create and you design with the ink pen. This was a design calculated move. It's going to backfire. I feel he's going to be read his rights. I feel Nürnberg is going to get arrested, because he's going to have to make an example of him. But he wants a do-over now. That's part of the plan. He wants a do-over now. Oh, I'm willing to, but I think it's too late. I think it's too late. I think he's going to get read his rights. That's my opinion. All right. Hope you guys are still with me. Let's get into something else. Next 9 days. This is 9 days from now. Middle 9 days, end of the month. So I guess this is kind of the week of the 20th of March. We've got 2 people here. Could be a couple. Could be Jared and Ivanka. Could be, a man and a woman. It could be anybody setting an appointment, a meeting. Something is taking place. A promise is being taken place. Someone is saying, everything's going to be okay. We'll work together on this. We'll work it out. We're gonna do this together. So someone is placating another and telling them it's going to be okay. Somebody is very nervous here. See how nervous he is? Very nervous. Time is running out. Very nervous about what's ahead. This person is very tense, and someone is calming them down and trying to get them to relax, right? About what's coming. It could be a sit down, a deal. The some money card means a deal. But anyway, let's start with the reunion, okay? Start with my notes so I can stay organized, because it gets jumbled. The reunion could be referring to Jared and Ivanka. It could also be referring to 2 people coming together who were once separated, and now they need to cooperate with one another and get their story straight. Somebody is getting their story straight, right? And it could also be representing meeting with your lawyer so you can get your story straight. And the lawyer is telling you everything's going to be okay. They're going to help you avert the law, resolve your problems, review the books, and tell you what you can do to resolve your problems. I'm thinking we're talking about Jared Jr. here. Or it could be referring to whoever's over here, or anybody, I'm just giving you the energy of the cards. How it plays out is anybody's guess. This has been a wild ride. So they got to get their story straight, meeting with a lawyer who can help resolve their problem. Also, this could just be referring back again to the meeting that happened between Jared and this Russian lawyer. As I look at the Temperance card, Temperance, I'm just thinking about what Temperance means. Temperance means to cooperate, to get along, to work things out, to smooth things over, to calm down, to relax, to cooperate. So someone wants someone to cooperate. Now this could be Mueller wanting Junior to cooperate, or someone to cooperate, or Trump to cooperate. Or this could be Trump wanting this person, his son, or someone else to cooperate. It could stand for anybody, but they want you to cooperate. You get what I'm saying here? And get the story straight. And there's nervousness. There's building anxiety. Time is running out. And everybody's trying to calm this person down and get them to cooperate with them. So there's a lot of push and pull here. To clarify, we got the lot of money card here. This card talks about an advantageous deal, but made at a very large cost. So whatever, if it's Mueller trying to get someone to cooperate, the cost of the cooperation is at a huge price. He's got to give over the big fish, the Don, the president. He's referred to here, here, and here. It's also saying an advantageous deal is being presented, but at a large cost. We can work this out. We can work this out. I'll have to do something big. The presidential pardon. All right. Next section. We've got the Knight of Swords and the Peacock, the haughtiness card, and presence. So let's start with the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, number one, let me just say, in connecting the cards, there could be a stock market crash. I didn't see the Wheel of Fortune, but we do have Disgrazia here, and we have a reckless move. The Knight of Swords can be represented, can represent a car, a vehicle, and when a car and a vehicle card are in with Disgrazia, it can represent an accident coming or a crash. And then, and I'm noticing this is in the diagonal, and in that diagonal corner we have the reverse Ace of Pentacles. So there could be a big stock market crash at the end of March. And when I say crash, I don't know how big that will be, but big drop. Anyway, so that's another prediction. So now, the Knight of Swords talks about strong determination, taking action to get results, to get things done. So someone is acting swiftly and boldly, and it's through communication. Okay? And without thinking thoroughly, this can cause a crisis and cause a reckless mistake. All right? So we're headed for, like I said, I believe we're headed for a big stock crash. And it's also saying that with strong vehement, someone is going to act out to prevent oh my God, to prevent someone from taking action. See how he's trying to turn the lock and he's like, you can't come in. And trying to prevent Mueller from taking action, from doing his indictment or arresting his son or holding his son or anybody. It may not be Don Jr., maybe someone else, okay? But he's ready to pull out the pardon power here. And it's going to be a reckless move if he does so. But this is a card of divine protection. And when I saw that it was upright in the reading, I'm like, what the hell does this mean? Because I know that someone is going to get off. They're going to be protected. They're going to be safe. So this is what he's going to be doing, and I believe he's going to do it. He's going to pull out this trick for his son. Or for his... I don't think for Jared, but I think he would do it for Don Jr. Okay? He's going to grant his mighty shield of protection, his pardon power. Because next to this card is this card, which keeps showing up in his readings recently. Last two Trump readings, I keep getting this card. When it's reversed, it means the softening of the blow. So it's to soften the blow of an indictment, of a sentence. And then this card, to clarify, means surprise. So it's a surprise indictment. It's a surprise that he pulls the pardon card out. It's a surprise. And I feel like there's two big surprises. Two big surprises. I don't know. Maybe there's three big surprises. Because there's another surprise right here. Look. Surprise. Anyway. Next card's out. I may stop this and do a part 2. Because I'm starting to get drained. And I still don't know if I said anything that even feels like it will come true. Someone is being held in contempt. See? They're in a cell. They're holding on tightly. They're not giving anything up. They're not expressing themselves. Someone is held in contempt. So I think that maybe it will be a surprise when Mueller actually arrests Trump Jr. or arrests someone and puts them in contempt. And then this pardon is going to come out, and that's going to be the second surprise. There might even be another surprise. But let me just read what I wrote, okay? Because I tend to forget. So that's why I have to write notes to myself. First off, the Four of Pentacles is saying someone is secluded, held in contempt. They don't want to cooperate. And they receive a message that lightens the blow. They receive the pardon. This puts an end to their difficulties. This is a surprise. I believe it's a surprise because Mueller is hiding something that he's been waiting to spring on us. There's some sort of surprise that Mueller's going to spring on us. Maybe it's that the pardon power won't work. I don't know. But there's some sort of surprise. It may be a surprise witness. It may be, there's some kind of a surprise here, and we're not going to know. It's being shielded from us. Literally, like I said, this is a high priestess, and if she doesn't want to tell your secret, she's not going to tell you her secret. So keep your secret, Mueller. I'm fine with that. I think it has something to do, though, with property investment, because this would be property. somehow it doesn't fall under the category of his pardon power. So, that might be a surprise. The result of this is melancholia and the reverse Two of Clubs, faithfulness reversed. So, this card says someone comes out of the woodwork. It could be a witness, because we have the witness card above it, the flipped witness. So someone comes out of the woodwork and causes a setback, a surprise setback. And it's someone who has a broken heart, and they're really worried about their money. And again, I'm not sure if this is talking about Nuremberg now or Nuremberg later, or if it's someone else. But you know how they can be related. The energies spill over. So, could be someone else. But this person is losing everything, and they're worried about money, they're worried about lawsuits, going completely broke. They regret their actions, and because they've lost everything in the process. This person who was once loyal is now willing to flip on Trump or someone around Trump and to cause their downfall. And someone ends up having to do more time in a cell than they thought. Someone ends up having to do more time than they thought. I know that's very cryptic, but that's the message. With reverse Two of Clubs, this card talks about betrayal. What was once loyal now betrays. And because they're afraid of skeletons in their closet coming to surface. It can't be helped. They're taking an escape route. They're accepting an offer to escape a worse or a more unhappy future. This is a very self-entitled person. I'm just telling you what this card means. They try to block something. They try to block or prevent what's about to happen, but they can't. Their proposal is rejected, or their entitlement is rejected. And this person is looked upon with a lot of disfavor and lack of approval for what they are doing. I feel like this is Nuremberg, but this may also take place in the near future as well. Something that they did is about to be discovered, or someone that they betrayed. Someone is about to discover that they betrayed them, and they don't want them to know that they betrayed them. Does that make sense? Part 3. We've got the, move these cards up a little bit. I'll have to hold them up because you can't see the bottom cards. We've got the Literado, which has been my president card in the past, President Obama, but it's not Obama today. Today it is Trump. It is Trump's lawyers. And see the mustache, Ty Cobb. And this is Trump, the pensioner. And this is the Three of Pentacles reversed. So let's see, what do these cards mean? Literado. There might be some indictments against the president. Okay? It could be indictments against the president. It could be indictments against Donald Trump Jr. But I feel like it's saying specifically indictment against the president, or wanting to meet with the president, wanting to set up a meeting to talk with the president, right? And set up a time to meet with him. And there is a refusal to cooperate here with the Three of Pentacles reversed. This is a lack of cooperation, a lack of respect, and You know, this is a rich man, who's a bully and who has a huge ego. And it means that they're avoiding a committee. They're avoiding a committee. So Trump is avoiding meeting with Mueller. So there's going to be some sort of Trump indictment between now and the end of March, at which Trump will, I don't know if it'll be an indictment, but it'll be like a request to come meet with Mueller, and I think that he's going to avoid that. He's not going to cooperate. This man has a strong sense of entitlement as well, and he lacks respect for anybody. Next to that, we have the sick man, Amuleto, and I don't know if I'm saying it right, and the angry woman reversed. Now, we all know she's angry either way, but she's really angry when she's upside down. So, someone is throwing a fit. Alright, let's talk about sick man. Sick man brings something to a halt when he's reversed. Something has come to a halt. It's stopped in its tracks. Okay? So it could be that the pardon is stopped in its tracks because of some loophole. Not sure. It could be that Mueller is stopped in his tracks because he gets fired. Let's see. I know that the legal action that Mueller is wanting to take might get stopped in its tracks. It's possible with this card here. So this energy or this force in somehow, some way, stops in its tracks either the pardon or the pardon stops in the tracks the legal action. Okay, that's how I'll sum it up. Trump wants to bring this legal action to a quick end, to end his son's troubles, or to end his troubles, regardless of whether or not it damages the country in the process. The Knight of Cups is an invitation, a declaration of passion, or it's a coercion. It's an accept my proposal, you know? Listen to me and I'll get you out of this. Do what I recommend. And I can't tell who's saying this. This could be Trump saying this to someone, or someone saying this to Trump. Someone being offered a deal by Mueller. All of this could be happening. Oh, I'm starting to feel dizzy. Okay, this has been a tough reading to do. Very, very draining. Oh my God, okay, where am I? But someone is standing their ground. Someone is pleading, let me help you, take my offer. But someone is standing their ground and rejecting the offer, right? With the Seven of Wands. And with the angry woman, this is an enemy, this is a conspirator. That's the meaning of the card, conspiring with the enemy. So someone goes against good counsel. Someone chooses to conspire with the enemy. It also represents a rival woman, an angry woman, who may be coming out against Trump in the 4th week of March. This is a very strong, angry response or rejection or retaliation to some offer, to some news. Okay, so that may be just how he's responding to these indictments that are coming out. I think there's going to be indictments against more Russians. I think there's going to be indictments against Don Jr. I think there's going to be an indictment against Trump coming shortly. And there's going to be a real irrational response to that. and pulling out the pardon power. Now, the pardon power might just be used for Trump himself. Fuck everybody else. Excuse my language. But he's got that kind of selfishness about him, so... Alright. So I mentioned that there's some woman here. There's a denial of an offer. There's a denial to cooperate. And there's instead an angry response. Now there's some woman here who's coming out against Trump at the end of the month. Very, very angry. And she's next to the female servant card in reverse, which I psychically feel is the card of a slave. Okay? This is a servant. This is a slave. So, I know this is very controversial. I'm a black woman, but I feel like it's saying angry black woman here. I think it's the cards are trying to say angry black woman here. Fuck off, cards. Alright, I think it's talking about Omarosa, but it could be any woman. Omarosa, honey. I feel so sorry for you. Anyway, this woman, she's very opportunistic. She loves to gossip. She was a former colleague, and right now she wants her money. She used to work at the White House. She don't work there anymore. She's unemployed. She has lost her money. Huh. Interesting. This person is a skilled liar. Not loyal to the upside down White House. And this person lacks self-worth and substance. She is not respected. Her words are discounted as empty words. And she acts vindictively. She disagrees. She causes arguments. There was a fallout. She causes fallouts. So, I think it's also saying there's going to be more people falling out of the White House. More people leaving the White House right by the end of March. More people leaving the staff. More White House staff leaving. Angry White House staff leaving. Okay? Forget Omarosa. Now I'm talking about other stuff. It's instead of it being a shiny accomplishment, it's tarnished. It's very tarnished working in the White House. Tarnishes your reputation. But anyway, this card also talks about disagreements. And the truce, see the white flag? The truce that there was, the deal that was in place is broken. There's no truce anymore. So I'll speak out. I'm going to say what I want to say. Someone speaking out, saying what they want to say. Truce time is over. And it's probably because they didn't get what they were promised. Maybe they didn't get some money. Maybe they didn't get some protection. So someone doesn't follow through on a deal, doesn't get some money, doesn't get some protection. So instead they backstab. This is a backstabber. When I said backstabber, when I first read this, when I read backstabber, and I saw this card next to it, I immediately thought Scaramucci. Scaramucci? Was that his name? Scaramucci? This is a former White House employee. So it could be Scaramucci coming out of the woodwork in March, or someone else. Could be an angry White House staffer coming out of the woodwork at the end of the month. Doesn't have to be Scaramucci. Someone's coming out to backstab, right? A nasty former colleague or employee And it could be Omarosa, and it could be a male as well. The reverse city house talks about there's difficulty communicating with this White House. Difficulty communicating. They can't communicate with this White House. They can't communicate. Or the people inside. Someone who used to communicate for the White House, it could be representing that, but now they don't. But this person is going to be exposing their feelings about their life in the White House, but no one's going to take them serious because they have no integrity. They have no integrity. They have no integrity. Right? They just come off as vindictive. So that takes place at the end of the month. And then the last cards we have is Mercante and the Protector reverse. Two men who don't see eye to eye. One is red and one is blue because this is a fire sign. And this would be a pentacle card, which would be, to me, like security, dependability, loyalty, the color of blue. So one is red, one is blue. So this could be Putin and Trump, symbolically. But anyway, I'm just reading it as whoever this is, it's clarified by this card, okay? This is a very rich man. He's very ruthless. He's very savvy. He's street smart. He's calculating. He's waiting for something. He's turned his back on the bad White House, right? Right? And he may be departing soon. He may be departing soon, because this card means departing. Maybe he's going to be thrown out soon. Their departure is outside of their control. And this is someone who's having an identity crisis. Because what they used to do, they no longer do. They no longer bear the same title they used to bear. And they have lost their prosperity and their influence. And this person has bald, thinning hair. That's a description of the card. So I have to take it as Trump. But guys, I don't know what to make of this reading, and I'm exhausted. So I'll just put it up as it is. And, you know, feel free to interpret it